All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you joining me today and practicing with me. And let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, close your eyes, and breathe. Let's start as we always do by taking the time to settle in, taking the time to make that transition. Everything we've done today, transitioning into practice. Where instead of having our awareness, our focus, our attention being projected out, we start to draw it in. We start to let everything else just fall away. We start to become consumed by the sensation of the breath. The sense of the torso expanding with those inhales, contracting with the exhales. A sense of rest and surrender as the body stills. You're taking the time to practice putting yourself right here, right now, for one breath, then two, and so on. As noises arise and distractions happen, you simply notice when the mind's been drawn away and you bring it back. Starting where we begin, with the sense of the breath, the sense of the stilling body. Just a few more breaths, a few more moments out of the day. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. A sense of movement, swaying the body, And coming back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long one. Nice smooth rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. And inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find you're balanced. The feet are firm, shoulders back. You close your eyes a bit open. Bring the palms together, heart center. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale as you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending your knees if you need to, and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward for your back bend. Exhale, pressing the hips back and up, down dog. Take any movement you like. Pedaling the feet, rolling the shoulders, swaying from side to side. And back to center. Inhale as the right foot steps forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your right. Inhale, kick the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward for your back bend. Exhale, pressing the hips back and up, down dog. You're heavy with the heels. Tailbone tilting up, drawing that length out of the legs. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, pressing back to down dog. Finding that smooth rhythm. That sense of coordination and control as you move the body. Waking it up. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg. Right. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, nice and broad across the collarbone. Exhale, pressing to down dog. And keep pressing into those palms, sending the hips back and up. Inhale, left, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot, right foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Relax your arms, close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Note the big toes close, the heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, circles. Settling your weight into your legs. The thighs hugged and tailbone drawing down. Nice and grounded. Nice and stable. Then exhale the legs straighten and you fold forward. Catching hold of your toes, ankles, or shins. Working into the forward fold here. The tailbone actively tilting towards the ceiling. The head hanging. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step the feet back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in, torso sweeps up. Hips and chest are broad to the long edge of the mat. The arms are into a T. Fingers extending outward, giving you that sense of broadening across the collarbone. As the hips sit behind that right thigh. There's that sense of openness here, broadening out. Then inhale as the right leg straightens out, and you reach forward for triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Get nice and long from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Then bring that left bicep next to your left ear, extended side triangle. Trying to feel a nice long line from that left wrist to shoulder to hip. And inhale, rising back up, arms into a T. The right toes turn in so the feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. And on exhale, you fold forward between your legs. If the hands are comfortable on the floor, you start to walk them backwards, using the palm on the ground to help you draw the torso tighter in. The kneecaps lift, your quads are engaged, helping to draw the torso down. So the tailbone starts to tilt towards the ceiling, deepening that stretch to your hamstring groups. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. And exhale, you just walk your hands to the top of the mat, framing that right foot as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the left foot steps forward. Warrior two. You take your time. You set up your stance. And you just soften those eyes as you settle into the pose. Feeling that sense of openness across the front of the body. That low set hips. Your balance from foot to foot. Inhale, straightening out the left leg. Reach forward, triangle. Left hand lands down, right arm reaches up to start. And when you feel long from the crown of the head to the tailbone, bring that right bicep next to your right ear. And if you can't draw out that length a little bit more, that sense of traction, as if you're getting longer from the crown of the head back to the tailbone, the spine lengthening out. Inhale, rising up. Arms into a T as those left toes turn in, the feet parallel to the short ends of the mat. This time sweep the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. The collarbone broadens out. And exhale as you fold forward. You keep the shoulder blades drawing towards each other so the collarbone stays open as you fold. Letting the head hang. And exhale, release the hands to the floor. You'll walk yourself around to the top edge of the mat, framing that left foot and stepping back. Down dog or vinyasa. Nice smooth movement with the breath. And inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. That back heel stays lifted. So the hips are squared forward. The arms reaching up. Nice full breath here. And palms together, thumbs slide to your heart. You're going to fold and twist to the right. Revolve side angle. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. And using it as leverage to help draw that left side under. As that right side rolls back. The torso deeply twisting towards the right edge of your mat. You can always open those arms or bind around the thighs. You want to go deeper. Then inhale, coming back to center, high lunge. Take your time. The arms sweep up, hips and chest are squared forward. You can keep the arms up or hands to your heart as you start to shift your weight forward into that right leg for warrior three. That back leg lifts up behind you. You start to fold as you like. Bringing that line from the crown of your head to left heel as close to parallel with the floor as you can. As you settle in here, you may think about rolling that left hip towards the floor touch, trying to level off the low back. And on exhale, you keep folding, bringing the hands to the floor. Left leg stays lifted for standing splits. The head hangs heavy. That left heel reaches for the ceiling now. And exhale, stepping the left foot back, the right to meet it. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. You rise up, high lunge. And palms together, thumbs to your heart. Let me transition into revolve side angle. Twisting to the left. Bringing that right elbow outside that left thigh. Drawing the torso around. Nice deep rotation. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales as you twist. Good. And inhale back to center, nice and smooth. Once you're oriented forward, the arms can stay up or hands to your heart as you start to shift your weight forward for warrior three. Rising up on that left leg, holding that straight line from the crown of your head to right heel. As you bring that line as close to parallel with the floor as you can. And bring the torso forward as you bring the hands to the floor. Standing splits. You place those hands wherever is comfortable. They can be out in front of you a bit, helping to balance you up. They can walk back, starting to line up with that left foot. But you let the head hang. The torso folds as that right heel reaches for the ceiling. Then stepping the right foot back, left to meet it. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the right foot forward, warrior two. Once you're set with your stance, you're going to reach forward for side angle, right elbow to thigh, or hand to the floor. That left arm will start long overhead, extended side angle. If you want to wrap that left arm behind your back, you can grab the inner right thigh, or you can catch hands outside that right hip. And you breathe. Nice full inhales, complete exhales. Inhale, rising up, warrior two. Then straighten out that right leg. Turn the toes in once again. And this time we're going to draw the heels towards each other as the knees bend and the hips sit for goddess pose. Once you're as low as you like to go, the elbows bend 90 degrees. You draw the elbows towards each other. The collarbones broad. You soften your eyes and you just breathe here. Settling into that grounding, that solid foundation of your legs. Then inhale, extending the forelimbs. Let the heels spin back out as you fold forward. Then walking your hands to the top edge of the mat. You're going to bring them to the inside of that right foot for lizard pose. The left knee or left heel peels up. You can keep that left knee lifted or lower it to the ground as you start to bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe both touch down. And you surrender to gravity here. And the torso feel heavy. Sinking in just inside that inner right thigh. And inhale, rising up to straight arms. You're going to curl those left toes under and step that left foot forward outside, your left hand coming into a squat. And we're here for just a breath as we make our way to crow pose. If you know crow, you go right into it. Otherwise, keep it simple. Fingers spread wide, palms flat on the floor about shoulder distance. You lift the hips so that as you start to bend your elbows and knees, your knees touch your upper arms. Then once they touch, all you have to do is start to lean forward. Nice and slow so you feel your body weight shifting up front. Your toes get light, your hands get heavy. Take 2 more breaths. Then on exhale, you either float or step your feet back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. Warrior 2. Once your stance is set, reach forward for side angle. Elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. That right arm goes nice and long to start. You can keep reaching through that top arm, extended side angle, or you wrap that right arm behind your back for your bind. Full inhales, complete exhales. Then inhale as you rise back up. Warrior 2. That left leg straightens up. The toes turn in. Then draw the heels towards each other as the knees bend and the hips sit. Goddess pose. Elbows bend 90 degrees. You soften the eyes. That firm determination. Holding your stance. Trusting the power of your legs. And inhale, straightening the limbs. Spin the heels out as you fold forward. And just walk your hands to the top edge of the mat, bringing them inside that left foot as that right heel peels for lizard pose. Right knee can stay up or lower down. And you start to bow towards the floor. Trying to get one forearm, maybe both, to touch down. Inhale, rising up to straight arms. Curl those left toe or those right toes under as you step that right foot forward. Outside that right hand for squat. And then making our way into crow pose. If you want any variations, feel free. Otherwise, you keep it simple. The other thing to start to practice once you get into crow is holding it for the whole time. There's a tendency with crow pose and some of our other balancing poses, we come into it and then we come right back out of it. You want to be able to sustain the pose just like you would any other pose. Two more breaths. And floating or stepping as you make your way to down dog. And keeping the feet as they are, you start to walk the hands back to meet them. Folding over your legs at the back edge of your mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, you're going to bend your knees as much as you need to get the backs of your palms on the floor. And then slide your hands underneath your feet, setting up for gorilla pose. So your toes touch your wrists. You let the head hang. And you start to straighten those legs out. With the hands pinned underneath the feet as the legs straighten. The hips lift away from the shoulders and you get a nice stretch through the back. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, release the hands and you bring them to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way up. From here, you're going to step that right foot forward about 3 feet, roughly the middle of your mat. Then take the arms behind your back. Reverse prayer, palms together, fingers pointing up. Or you grab opposite elbows. You get the shoulders to draw back. And on exhale, you fold forward over that right leg for pyramid. Inhale, rising it. Then you bring the right hand to your right hip. The left arm reaches up as we set up for Revolve Triangle. You fold forward, but this time you go just about halfway, so you're parallel with the floor. And then you twist. That left hand lands down on that right shin, right foot or the floor. And the right arm then reaches up to the ceiling. Revolve Triangle. Exhale, the right hand comes down, and you step the left foot forward to meet the right foot at the middle of your mat, folding over your legs. Then bend that right knee as much as you need to get that right palm flat on the floor, as that left arm now reaches up to the ceiling. Nice open twist, shoulder stacking. You can stay there or wrap that left arm behind your back. Grab it in your right thigh. You can stay there or bring that right arm between your thighs so that you can catch hands outside that right hip, setting up for bird of paradise. If you're holding hands, you start to shift your weight into that left foot, and you simply press down into that left leg to lift the torso and that right thigh. Bringing the torso nice and tall. And wherever you are, we all come back to center, just folding over our legs. The head hangs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way up. Then the left foot steps forward about 3 feet, roughly the top edge of your mat. The arms come behind your back. Reverse prayer, palms together, or opposite elbows. Broaden the collarbone, opening up the sternum as you fold forward over that left leg. Inhale, rising up. Left hand to left hip. Right arm reaches up. And exhale, fold forward about halfway. And you twist. Right hand lands down. Left arm reaches up. Revolve Triangle. And exhale, left hand comes down. And the right foot steps forward next to left. And you just drape your torso over your legs. Let the head hang heavy. Then bending that left knee as much as you need to get the left hand down. And that right arm reaches up. Nice twist. Shoulder stacking. You can stay there or wrap that right arm behind your back. You stay there or you take that left arm between your legs and catch hands outside that left hip. And then shifting your weight into the right foot as you press down to rise up. Bird of paradise. And wherever you are, nice and smooth. Just coming back to folding over your legs. The head hangs, the arms drape. Inhale, halfway lengthening. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step, choosing your route. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. We're going to lower the left knee, uncurl the toes as your hips shift back for Hanumanasana. That right leg straightens up. The right toes peel up off the mat. You can fold forward over that right leg, or start to slide that right heel forward, working towards your full splits. Go as deep as you like. Remember, especially if you're working full splits, be patient with the body. Don't need to try and force it or push it. Give those legs some time to open up into it. Good, nice and smooth. You start to draw that right foot back. And from here, we're making our way to sitting down. You have two options for sitting down. One is to sit to the inside of that left foot. So that left heel is outside your left hip, thighs are parallel for 3 face forward fold. If that bothers your knee, you just sit to the side of that left foot and sweep it out in front, placing that left foot on your inner right thigh for Janu Shirshasana. So you either have the foot on the inner thigh or outside the hip. We all have that right leg straight, the arms reach up, and you fold forward over your right leg. Good, inhale, reach out as you rise up. Relax your arms. We're going into a twist from here, and we have two options as well. So the first one, that left foot is outside your left hip. You're going into sage twist. You're going to bend that right knee and place that right foot on your inner left thigh. If you have that left foot out in front of you, you're going into half spinal twist. You're just going to take that left foot now outside that right hip and step that right foot over top the left thigh. Then no matter what you did with your legs, we all have that right hand on the floor behind us. Left arm reaches up and exhales, you twist. If you have that right knee pointing up to the ceiling, that left elbow hooks the outer right knee. And if you have that right knee on the floor in sage twist, that left hand hooks the outside of that knee. Then back to center. You untie your legs and roll forward, choosing your route to down dog. Inhale, the left leg loose, and exhale, you step the foot forward. Then lowering the right knee, uncurl the toes. The hip shift back so that left leg can straighten out. Hanumanasana. Folding forward over that left leg. We're starting to slide the heel forward, working towards your full splits. And starting to draw that left foot back as you shift your hips back. And again, choosing, you want to sit to the inside of that right foot. Thighs are parallel, 3 face forward fold. Or you sit to the side of that right foot, bringing it out front and placing it on the inner left thigh for Janu Shirshasana A. And then once you have those legs set, the arms reach up. And you fold forward over that left leg. Inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You relax your arms. So if that right foot's in front of you, Janushirshasana, you're going into half spinal twist. You bring that right foot outside the left hip, and the left foot steps over top that right thigh. If you have that right foot outside the right hip, now that left knee bends, and you place that left foot on the inner right thigh. Then we all have the left hand on the floor behind us. Right arm reaches up, and exhale as you twist to the left. Either hooking the elbow outside that left knee if it's pointed to the ceiling, or hooking that right hand outside that left knee if it's down on the ground. Inhale back to center. You untie your legs as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Any gentle bend in the knees. Look forward of your hands, and on inhale you float or step to sit at the top of the mat. You bring the legs through. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the arms reach up. And exhale as you fold forward. Catch and hold of whatever you can. Your feet, your ankles, your shins. You bow the head, close the eyes. And inhale as you reach out, rising up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down to your back. Don't lie flat. Once down, you take a breath. I'm preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The knees bend, the arms alongside the body for bridge pose, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back and middle back, upper back if you like. Then exhale, lowering down. Nice full breath. And inhale, you press down to go up. Once again. Lifting the hips, bending the spine. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once you come down, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. Then taking the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You can hang out right there, or shoulder stand, toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, hands against your back, and you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you are in variations. Roll the toes, roll the ankles. Send the legs wide, scissor them apart. That feels good. Then coming back to center. Toes towards the floor beyond your head for plank. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth. We all unravel. From the lie flat on our backs. Once down, the arms are alongside the body. Palms flat down as we prepare for fish. You press into your hands and elbows, lifting the torso, then arc the spine towards the ceiling as you roll the shoulders and the crown of the head towards the floor. And exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms into cactus arms, elbows bend 90 degrees. You release the knees over to left. One final twist. Back to center. And over to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Or you tuck your hands behind your knees as you catch a right up for headstand. If you're doing headstand, take your time. And stay up as long as you like, finding Shavasana whenever you're done. If you're new to headstand, you start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. And keeping the elbows where they are as you bring the hands up. Fingers are interlaced, palms are apart. You place the crown of your head on the floor, cupping the back of your head in your hands. And curl your toes, and you lift your knees. And you find your base with those forearms. Shoulders are active. As you feel ready, you start to walk the feet towards the elbows, lifting the hips higher. Eventually drawing one knee in towards your chest, heel towards your hip, then the other. You find your balance in this low position, first building strength, building your foundation. Then when you feel ready, all you have to do is take the legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like. You come down the same way you went up whenever you're ready. And once you're done, you make your way to Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turning the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. Great to practice with you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all next time.